All right, this is homework 1 for ELO 2. So if you're behind on ELO 2, this is your homework 1 video. It's all about exponents. I'm going to go pretty quick on this video, so it should be a little bit of review from middle school and also integrated math 1. So I'll do my best to explain, but we're going to go quickly. So first question of the homework, so the first 4 questions are just doing exponents. So every time you have an exponent, the exponent tells how many times the base, which is the 3 here, should multiply itself. So right here, that's why I write 4 3s. Okay, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 be 81. So the answer would be 81. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of that exponent knowledge and we're going to use it in our order of operations. So right here, we have 9 minus 6 to the power of 4, and then divide that by 9. So 9 minus 6 makes 3. 3 to the power of 4, we just found out, was 81. 81 divided by 9 is 9. So notice here real quick, I just want you to notice that I evaluated what's inside the parentheses first. Okay, so if you have an exponent on the outside, it's touching the parentheses, which means I can evaluate what's on the inside first if I can. If this was a letter instead of a number, you would have nothing to evaluate. So for example, number 7 has no parentheses, but we do have 25 plus 50 divided by 5 to the second. So this would be 25 plus 50 divided by 25. So that is not 10. So a lot of people write 10 right there, they get it wrong. Then, order of operations, you have to divide before you add. So I've seen a lot of people get this number 7 wrong in their homework because you need to divide before you add. That gives you 2. Then you're going to add 2 with the 25. And you're going to get 27. Okay. Let's go to number 8. So number 8 is taking a fraction, 5 over 2, and raising that to the second power. I have a phrase in my class. You guys know it. If you're in my class, you know it. If you're ever in doubt, expand it out. So if you have exponents, when in doubt, expand it out. So this would be 5 over 2 times 5 over 2. I'm writing 5 over 2 twice because my exponent is a 2. So I write that twice. My base is 5 over 2. So this is going to equal 25 over 4. Or 6 1/4. Okay. Alright, number 12. Okay, number 12. Listen, you're going to use your exponent rules to help you with this one. So you're going to use your exponent rule that whenever you're in doubt, listen, whenever you have an exponent, you're going to take what the exponent is evaluating and you're going to expand that out. So right here I'm doing -8 times -8 times -8, which is equal to a really big number. I don't know it, so I'm going to do 64 times 8, 512. So this would be -512. Okay, why is my answer negative? I want you to think about that for a second. If you're watching this video, you should be thinking while you're watching, right? Why is this negative? Because a negative times a negative makes a positive. And then a positive times a negative would make a negative. So since I have an odd number for my exponent, that makes my answer negative. Right here on this question, we're going to be doing -5 times -5. And a negative times a negative is a positive. So this is positive 25. So why is this one positive? Because negative times a negative is a positive. So whenever this is even, your answer will be positive. Whenever it's odd, it'll be negative. For these questions. Okay, moving on to number 16. Okay, so I put some challenging ones on here, ones where you're going to have to think a little bit. Okay, but guys, if ever you're in doubt, just expand it out. Right, so this is negative 3 over 5 times negative 3 over 5. I'm writing it twice because my exponent is a 2. This is going to equal 9 over 25. Right? Now on the bottom, I have a negative symbol on the outside, and I have 3 over 2 to the power of 4. So that's going to equal negative on the outside, 3 over 2 times 3 over 2 times 3 over 2 times 3 over 2, which is equal to negative 3 times 3 is 9, 27, 81, over 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. And notice how my negative symbol on this one stays with the expression, or stays with the answer, because it's on the outside. All right, last one, number 19. Just want to do this bottom one. Okay, so this bottom one is 4 to the power of 2 over negative 5. Okay, what is the exponent touching? The exponent is touching the 4. So that's going to give you 16. But the negative 5 will stay the same, because the exponent is touching the 4. On these questions, the exponent is touching the parentheses, which means that you need to evaluate that exponent with every factor on the inside of the parentheses. Here, my exponent is touching the 4, so I'm only evaluating with a 4. I hope that makes sense, the explanation. This ends this video. This is homework 1, ELO 2. Everything from ELO 2 will kind of build off this. So I'm really hoping that you get this homework assignment done. Some of you still have it missing. So hopefully, you're working hard. If you need extra help, email me.